Hey there, how are you doing team? Nokia Power is here and we welcome you all to a very interesting video. In this video, we will evaluate the display of Nokia 5. So we will display, evaluation of the Nokia 5 display will be done in terms of like how high the brightness is, how the color interpretation is, how the contrast looks like, etc., etc. For that reason, we will compare it to two more displays, which are like already proved to be good displays. Nexus 5X and this is Lumia 640 XL, and we have Nokia 5 in between. So for this comparison, what we have done is to crank the brightness to max, so it's high on Lumia 640 XL. On Nokia 5, it is maxed. So here, as you can see, adaptive brightness is off, so it's maxed. And on Nexus 5X, it's maxed too. So now, like, you can now this is we have the same image on all the devices. So you can again notice. So one thing which is very good and which has been like consistent on Nokia 3, 5, and 6 is that HMD has provided very good brightness on all the three. So if you do highest, I mean, set it as max, the brightness is awesome. I mean, you can just realize how good it be when you go outside, you try to read anything under the sunlight. It really is very bright. So due to this brightness, if at certain angles you would not be able to even see what the image looks like, so you can now realize that it is much brighter as compared to Nexus 5X. So if I reduce the brightness, then there is some comparison. So now you can actually see that comparatively they look, I mean, on par with each other. So that is when I have reduced the brightness to a certain extent. So it's really very bright display. Even if I compare it to Lumia 640 XL, you can see that brightness is really high. Now coming to color reproduction wise, so color reproduction wise, it's, I mean, Nokia 5 display is very good again. So colors come true. And again, as we realized or saw in case of Nokia 6, if you see there is some kind of like similarity in terms of color reproduction in Lumia 640 XL and Nokia 5. Not that much with Nexus 5X. The contrast wise, Nokia 5 display looks really good. It's only a 720p display, but still you can see that even pixel peeping looks good on this display. So this is how you compare the displays. So even as like a 720p display can produce such good looking image quality. I mean, it can interpret colors correctly and it can display images so well. That's what I can say, because this image has been captured. So I don't think it's a matter of reproduction, but how it interprets it and how it shows. So brightness wise, color reproduction wise, even while you do pixel peeping, the image sanctity remains here on Nokia 5, every bit comparable to old flagship and another, I mean, high end mid ranger. So 1080p display on Lumia 640 XL. And as I said, if you have to reduce the brightness to make it comparable, otherwise brightness wise Nokia 5 just beats them. So like you can clearly make it out that display wise, it's no way, I mean, you can, it can be said to be display related belonging to a mid-ranger kind of. It's a high-end mid-ranger kind of quality display. So now coming to other things, so we have to see also that whether this display is I mean, used as at wide angles, and it seems that you can really use it at wide angle. So quite good actually. So what is good thing about Nokia 5 display is that it comes with the all the kind of enhancements that Nokia 6 boasts of. So the sunlight mode, which was like a which is a very unique feature, it's a very good feature of all the Nokia phones earlier. This sunlight mode is here. Not only that, as I said, brightness level you can increase or decrease. Adaptive brightness you can set to let it itself read and adjust its brightness. But this sunlight mode kicks in when you go under the sunlight and you try to see. So this is something which I was talking about. Usually Nokia phones always had good displays. Even if it is a LCD display, it has very good brightness. It comes with sunlight readability improvements, very good wide angle. It has it's a wide angle display, so you can see the display from lots of like very very wide angles. So that is a very good thing. And as we talked about color reproduction wise, it's really good. It is comparable to like Nexus 5X or even to Lumia 640 XL. So Nexus 5X is a flagship, but still it is comparable in that way. So now let's quickly check how the let's first go to brightness, put it off. Okay. Now we will see how the video streaming looks like on this display.
Miss this.
And you and I had a fight recently.
Did I win?
No, I won easily.
Doesn't sound right.
Well, that's true.
Asgard is dead. And it'll be reborn in my image. I thought you'd be glad to see me.
I need to stop her here and now to prevent Ragnarok.
So not only this demo shows you how good the display looks like when you do a video streaming, you can kind of realize and experience how loud the volume is. So this is loudest, and you can see the speaker is here. The speaker, there are two pores here at the bottom. So we will kind of demo both how good the video streaming looks like on this display and also how loud the audio is.
The end of everything. So we're putting together a team. Like the old days. Surprise! This will be such fun. Hello. Hi. He's a fighter.
Here we go! I'm not a queen or a monster. I'm the goddess of death. What were you the god of again?
We're the same, you and I. Just a couple of hot-headed fools.
Yeah, same. Hulk like fire, Thor like water,
Oh, kind of both like fire.
and Hulk like raging fire, Thor like smoldering fire.
We will quickly see one more maybe, and then so this is Justice League trailer.
What are you doing?
What did you do this weekend, Diana?
Me? Nothing very interesting.
The world remains in mourning after the death of the Superman.
Speculate what we're saying is a crime wave around the world.
And where is the Gotham Bat? The mass vigilante has been a no-show.
They said the age of heroes would never come again.
It has to.
We don't have any more time.
Now to video streaming, we can quickly check for like by launching one or two game, and we can see how the sound looks like while you play a game. So Asphalt 8 Airborne is perhaps one of the best games with like top quality soundtrack. So let's quickly check how it feels like when you load Asphalt 8 and when you play it, and the sound kicks in. So so that you can realize how audio is important in terms of like not only video streaming but also with gaming.